welcome to the 54th National Meeting of the Australian Parents Council. Much is said about the digital divide or the generational divide that exists between parents and their children, but the fundamentals of living and learning don't change, whatever new technology brings. What changes and what must change is how we transform our ways of thinking and doing alongside new technology. Our aim with the Australian Parents Council's Parent Tech campaign, which is one of our two major campaigns for the coming year, the other one being student and family wellbeing. The aim of our campaign is not to solve the issues, but to start and support conversations around living and learning with technology.
And the government, and in particular the Minister Birmingham, whom I represent today, are well aware and appreciate the work you do for parents and carers of children in the non-government sector. Parenting in the digital age is not easy, but being part of your child's learning process certainly helps them do better than they otherwise would. The evidence is very clear on this, and it's why the government has policy and programs to strengthen parent involvement in the incredibly important relationship between the classroom and the home.
These reforms clearly recognise the importance of parent engagement in education and acknowledge the research that indicates that positive parental engagement in education leads to improved outcomes. The Learning Potential app leverages these benefits, connecting with parents via technology to improve their engagement with their children's education. The content aims to both encourage parents to take responsibility for their children's learning while also providing practical ideas for activities they can do and actions they can take to achieve this goal. This technology is providing an efficient tool for this type of communication with parents.
Can I start by saying, and just acknowledging the introduction, the Australian curriculum from the outset, we did seek to do a whole range of things, but two which I think are particularly relevant here. One is we wanted to make sure the curriculum was online, so that it is available to everybody. When I've previously done curriculum work back in Western Australia or in New South Wales, we've printed the thing, it's been available to a limited number of people, and mums and dads, adults who want to know more about young people they care about, what's going on in their school. It was a challenge to find out what was going on unless the school had a strong program of sending things home.
15, 16, 17-year-olds, we know that their brain is still developing, that their moral compass is still developing, and we shouldn't be surprised that, as with many other things, they're likely to fall short in terms of being a digital citizen.
You know, to talk to our parents and suggest to them that they go to their schools and they say, look, we actually really need some help with this because it's changing by the day. I mean, you can go to a cyber safety presentation on a Wednesday night, and by the following Wednesday, something different happening. So schools are probably more over because, you know, they've got really good technology departments and they've got, well, lots of pupils in there who are probably well over what the changes. So I think as parent groups that we've got a purpose where we, you know, put words together for the parents in our schools to go to their schools and suggest that they help and they work together on it, because it's something that affects all of us, both at home and in the school.
Because it's a new technology that is almost forced onto educators as well, and they have to be constantly changing as the curriculum changes as well, as technology changes. So I think it's, for lack of a better word, a battle that we're fighting together, but it doesn't have to be a battle. It can be more of a partnership approach, and having those conversations, a stable conversation, is essential.
And it is complicated, isn't it? And it's full of good and bad. This world that's landed in the laps and the hands and the back pockets of our kids has a great side to it, and as we know, it has some risks and dangers. Because on one hand, it's a world that connects us. You know, at the swipe of a screen or a touch of a button, we can connect with people thousands of miles away. And yet it's a world that can disconnect us, sometimes with those only meters away from us. It's a world where a teenager can find solace when they're struggling to identify with their peers, and yet it's a world where a teenager can be bullied and badgered and harassed when they struggle to identify with those peers. And it's a world that can ignite and create these flourishing self-esteems with likes and with comments. And yet it's a world that can tear apart a struggling self-esteem with those same likes and comments. And so herein lies our challenge as parents and as educators today. How do we ensure that we get all of that great stuff for our kids? How do we ensure that the bonuses of collaboration, of creativity, of connection, of opportunity, how do we ensure that they get all of that stuff?
So part of my hypothesis, and which is part of an ongoing dialogue that I have professionally on a daily basis, is that the quality and the effectiveness of learning is not tied to a mode of instruction. So in the same way that we can have good and not so good traditional classrooms, we can have good and not so good technology-rich ones as well.